Good morning. It's Monday, May 9th, 2022. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi. We have Xingyi's 12 Animals linking form, and we've got some new movements this morning from snake and then tiger. A little bit repetition, so be encouraged that part of what we're going to do this morning is material that has already been covered. There are a few sets remaining, and with that in mind, I'm still targeting the end of this month, or at the latest, the middle of next month. And I don't think it's going to be the middle of next month. I think it's closer to the end of this month. That I will finish this set, and then I will be starting Bagua class in this time frame. Basics first, walking method, stepping method, turns, as well as basic palm methods, and then I will go through the 8 palm changes that I have from our earlier heaven Bagua form. I will also cover the difference between earlier heaven and later heaven in the form and in the pattern that we walk. Yeah, it's on the floor. It's there. Anyway, that's what's coming up. I'm going to continue Qigong classes. I may make some changes in the basic class. I'm just looking at it right now. The advanced class, I expect to continue pretty much the way that I've been doing it, which is to present an exercise and then give several different exercises that we're going to use that exercise to do. What? Huh? In Xingyi practice, we practice the form, and we practice working with the intent behind the form, right? We do. Same thing happens in Qigong, except that including all of the elements that we want to include may take more than one set to accomplish. So we repeat it. Just as developing our strength, developing the precision, developing the ability to hit your mark in Xingyi takes practice. The same, developing our qi, developing our internal workmanship, also takes practice. And the kinds of things that we do are not necessarily the same. So that we're finishing one form doesn't mean that I'm done yet. If I keep going at the rate I've been going, I'm going to be here for another 20 years. I need to move things along a little bit faster. Let's get started. And yeah, I was reviewing my notes with the glasses on. Yes. As we pay more attention to what we're doing, we also need to keep in mind how we're doing it. What's the nature of the movement? What are we doing behind the movement? This is what I was getting at about using the form. I'm going to use this form to do this practice, and I'm going to use this form to do this other practice. I'm going to use this same form to do this other practice. We do that a lot in the internal arts. We do that quite a lot. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight, pull up through the crown of the head, shoulders down and relaxed, open the arms with the fingers, bend the knees, wiggle the toes. Pull up, circle in front, and back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Extend out. Reach out, keep the shoulders down. Extend through the back, not through the arms. Roll up. And reach out. All the way up. Elbows drop down. Wrists, fingertips, hands return to your sides. Okay. In Xingyi Twelve this morning, 45 seconds. Pay attention to your body alignment. Where is my knee? Where is my foot? Where's my hip? Where's my shoulder? Where are the major body parts? Shoulders, hips, elbows, hands, feet, knees, head, torso. Where are the major body parts that you have? Which muscles are supporting them? Pay attention to the placement of those the big body parts, right? Shoulders, hips, elbows, knees, hands, feet. Left foot front, right foot back. 45 seconds. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. And shift. It was supposed to bend 45. We went 5 extra. And other side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. And sink, and come on up. Alright, I do this from time to time. I'm going to call it 2 things. First, that I went over. I was paying attention to 2 things that I was doing internally. One was my breathing, that I wanted to open my breath a little bit more through the base of my lungs. The second was my posture and the placement of my head. And you would have seen me, if you're paying attention, you go back and look at I think it's 18, 19, where I'm counting 17, 18, 19, 20. In the first set, you will see me make an adjustment to my head. I was paying attention. And I let the counting go on. I'm counting. All right, go ahead. That difference that I'm actively I want you to pay attention to this. I'm actively doing one thing. I'm counting. And I'm paying attention to a couple other things. And I didn't let go of the counting, what I'm actively doing over here, to pay attention to these other things. And in fact, I kept it going while I was paying attention to these other things because I was distracted, really distracted. I was paying attention. And I didn't pay attention to my count. I moved that to the automated category. That ability is common. It's so easy. People do it every day. Anybody that is able to multitask does it automatically. It's so common, but we don't usually pay attention to it in the context of practice. We're supposed to pay attention to this. All right, I'm paying attention to this. All right, nah, but I have to pay attention to these other things too. That ability to develop an automatic skill, counting 1 through however many, right? To develop that skill, I'm counting, how many am I going to count? When I get to 150, I start getting tired. Maybe. Depends. So, 45, not worried about it. But it is important to pay attention to that distinction. I'm counting, I'm practicing, I'm standing, I'm paying attention to my posture, paying attention to where I am in space and how my posture is or is not well balanced and correct. Paying attention to my muscles and how my muscles are holding in that posture. I'm paying attention to my breathing and what my breath is doing to support or not what I'm doing in the exercise. All of that comes together. It's not this one and that one and this one and that one. And the only way that we can bring them all together is for them to be automatic, to be part of what we're doing. This is part of the exercise. This is what I'm doing. As long as I'm doing the exercise, I'm going to do this thing as well. Our breathing practice. Right up there at the top with that. As we develop the skills to coordinate and connect the breath with the movement, we ultimately stop thinking about the breath as being separate. It's just there. It's part of what we're doing. It's like the counting. It's just there. It's part of what I was doing. All right? That level of integration with our practice is something that we absolutely want to cultivate. We want that. We do. All right. For today, we have some new moves. Last week, I covered rooster, Xingyi Chimmy, Xingyi Twirling. Now we have snake. Excuse me. And tiger. Alright, and I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but I'm just going to see what I can do with this here. Hang on. Alright, so I'm here. Step. Snake, tiger. 老虎吸脸. This is from the beginning, right? Remember that at the very beginning? Very beginning of the form. Right here. Same. And we're also going to do Bong Chuan after that. And then we're going to do Pao Chuan again. Right? This part of repetition And those of you who have been in the advanced or watched the advanced Qigong set, snake, Twirling Snake, snake sticks out its tongue, Bong Chuan, Hao Chuan, La Hu Xi Lian. And I did a little funny stuff with the fist on that last part, but step back, tiger washing its face. Alright, that has application. Move this, go. If I've got to go backwards, this is a very good application to have. The movement from rooster, chicken, I talked about that a lot. It's a G. In Chinese, G. Gongji is a rooster. G is usually just a chicken. We don't distinguish. The word for female chicken, I have forgotten. Okay, so for cat, it's a mu mao. No, I don't think it's the same for chicken. I forgot. All right. In the move, the use of the beak, Xingyi Twelve, the wing. We're still with the wing here. With the wing has martial application. That's what we want to pay attention to. As we shift from bird to snake, a little bit more of that sense of twisting and turning. Less of the outward strike and more this twist and come out. We have that here at the end of the move as well. So I stepped out here and I'm going to step up, twist, going that way. Step out, right hand, 2 fingers, 1, 2, ready to right, step forward, Bong Chuan, step forward, Hao Chuan, step back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go through it again. So this is what we're working on right now. This is what we're going to work on this week. So not to worry that I'm going too fast, that we're going to go over it again. No, don't worry. And having said that, also a couple of things with this series and with what I'm doing with Xingyi's 12 Animals. After I finish this series, I expect to do some cataloging. I expect to do some additional supplementary materials, because as I've looked at certain things, I promise you, I go back and look. As I've looked at certain things, there is a need for, I'm going to put it that way, there's a need for some additional material. Additional material on the movement, additional corrections, addition of this, addition of that. Something more than what I've presented. And part of the reason for that is that I've been moving pretty quickly. I have moved this along very quickly. And my expectation has been that anybody who's watching has the skills and the ability to keep up. That's not true. That's a bad expectation on my part. It's not easy to keep up, first of all. I am going fast. It's not easy to keep up. Period. Second, it's video. It's not like you're coming to a dedicated class and you put this year dedicated to learning this art. All right, I'm presenting at a level that I learned. It was pretty intense. It was. It was. That, here it is, grab it if you can, type of learning is challenging. It's extremely rewarding when you can do it. And it requires that sensibility of knowing not only what you're already capable of doing, but understanding what the art is capable of showing you. And then just trying to take it all in. As if you're a 2-year-old listening to a story read by your grandma, your grandpa, and you're just sitting there taking it all in. This is great. I like hearing this story. Grandma talks really nice. I like her voice. Or, yeah, right? Or auntie or grandpa or whoever is reading. You just sit back and take it all in. That's a skill too, and it's not easy. So as I'm presenting some of this, I am using that skill, and I recognize that it's not easy. So there will be supplementary materials, take heart to that, and there will be some additional instructional material that I'll be creating as a part of what I'm doing with all of the arts and with this particular series by itself. All right, from where we were, put it in context, right? We've gone through a whole series of things. I'm not going to do the whole series this morning, right? I do not. Here's the reason. I do not want the distraction of trying to remember all of these moves to interfere with what we're doing today. Okay? There's a difference between what we do in cumulative practice. This is what I was talking about, where somebody would have spent 6 to 8 months just getting to this point. Class at least 3 times a week. And practice 5 days. Practice outside of class 5 days a week. Not easy. All right, now. That's what we're working on right now. After we turn around here, I'm going to turn from here, step up, right here. That part, chicken. Step up here, coiling snake. We have this in Wudang's 3 basic methods. We have this in Wudang Qigong. In Wudang's 3 basic methods, exactly this move. Okay. Little bit of difference in the way that I step out here. From This is rooster. Watch my right hand, my left hand. Split. Alright? Here. Step up. Split. Snake. Extend. Pull down. This goes in. This comes down. Split. Down. This is outward. This is down. This goes up and down. Out at an angle. Up and down. The dynamic behind these two moves, excuse me, is very similar. It's very similar. The difference is the emphasis and the angle and direction that we're going, as well as the intent behind. Slice up and pull down is not the same as slice out and split. It's not the same. That idea behind gives us what we're doing in the move. And think about it. I just talked about this idea that this is a wing. The bird, chicken, right? Wing, wings, wings. Here, I don't have any wings. I'm not a bird anymore. I'm a snake. What kind of thing can I do? If I take the nature of the animal that the form has borrowed the movement from, what can I do? Snake doesn't have wings. Doesn't. Eagle has wings. Chicken has wings. Crane has wings. Tybird has wings. Big feet too. Alright? So dragon has wings. Alright? What has wings? What can you do with a wing? You can't do that if the movement comes from snake, because, well, snakes don't have wings. But they have tongues, right? This 2 fingers, 1, 2. We have this in our Wudang Qigong sets. White snake sticks out its tongue. It's the name of the move. This idea, this concept behind, what am I doing? Turn, turn, twist, turn, twist. Snake tongue, snake head, snake tongue, 2 fingers, and they're open. Yes, they are open. This is a different hand. This time they're open. Snake tongue. Fork tongue on the snake, 2 fingers. 2 fingers. 1, 2. As we step out, here. I'm not going quite to the 45, but close, maybe 35. I don't want to go this far over. I want to be closer here. So 1, 2. Now, right hand ready, and I'm going to step straight forward with the left, Bong Chuan. That step, paying attention to where your weight is. Right here, my weight's forward. I have to shift a little bit back, right this moment, to get my weight off my front foot so I can step with it as I bring my fist forward. Remember that the back foot closes after. Fist goes with the front foot. With the front. Let me do this over here. So, here, 1, 2, 3. The level for most of what we do, everything that I've learned, we're not so much interested in lower as we are stronger. So in my motion from, let's see, from here, 1, 2. What's my leg position here? Do I need to be here? Could. Yeah, all right. Wouldn't hurt. This is better. I've got more flexibility here, and I can use all of this. Right? Where's my advantage? Is my advantage being lower? No, it's not. My advantage is being at a perfect position for my body to do this move. Right about here. Not too low, not too high. The Goldilocks principle, right? It's not up here, and it's not all the way down here. I'm not trying to put all my weight on my legs. I don't want to do that. Right? 1, 2. I can turn from here. 1, 2. As I step, right hand at the back, right hand at the hip. Sink into the back leg. Pull in. Step through. This right here, I'm going to exaggerate it. Sink into the back leg as you pull in to step through. That's exaggerated. Don't do that. That's the idea behind. That's part of what we want to do. That I'm going to draw in because this is the one that's coming out, right? This is going to pull in. I'm here. 2. Left hand pulls in. Left foot steps forward. Right? Bao Chuan. Same foot forward. Same foot goes forward. All right, that sense of where your weight is, that knowing where you're going and how to shift your weight is part of this idea of how we carry the weight and what I was just talking about, being lower or higher, what's your, where are you in your stance? In some cases, we want to be able to go lower. Snake creeps along the ground. Xingyi Twelve, I would like for my butt to be about this much off the ground. It's closer to this much right now. It's where it is. In a couple of moves, I would like to be able to go all the way down and come all the way back up. I can't do that today. That's not true for every move. And if we think about it as this is the only way to practice, it's the only thing that matters in our practice, we lose 90% of what we're doing in practice in the first place. It's not only about the physical effort. It's not. How we put that effort into our practice is what will carry that practice through the years. Not how much can I bend over here and how flexible am I over here. Because I will guarantee that anyone who has studied extensively from childhood will, and continues practice, will retain a good portion of that flexibility for their entire life. I'm remembering one of my dance teachers, Miss Shirley Weaver. She could stand here, as I'm doing right now, and I'm not going to do this because I can't do it. She could do this. Hand on the piano, and the leg would go up. And it would keep going up to here, and then she would put it down. Gently, and close. She was in her 60s when she was doing this. She had danced her entire life. She had danced professionally. She retained everything that she learned through most of her life because she practiced. She taught. That constant use gives us, it's not, we don't work for that by itself. It comes with the rest of what we're doing if we practice well. Now, having said that, somebody who's just starting out, let's say you're in your 20s. Now, again, 20s. You're in your 20s. And you're just starting out. You're looking at some of what I'm doing. You say, hey, that looks really cool. I'm going to learn that. Or you're learning something else and you happen on this and you say, yeah, all right, I'm going to give that a try. You haven't the memory skills, you haven't the muscle skills, you haven't the coordination skills, you haven't the foundation yet. Not that you're not going to get it. Just starting out, that foundation isn't there. How do you get it? Where do you? Well, part of it is some of the foundation stuff that I'm doing. That idea that there are these foundation things that we do, that we need to pay attention to, that we look at and that we cultivate, that give us something else, that give us another level of skill. And we apply that to what we're doing, to add to it, so that as we continue, what we started with is just there. And we can do more and more and more. All right, this more and more and more part. As we step out, here, rooster, wings, up, both hands up, twist, left hand goes behind, fingertips down, right hand to your left shoulder, twist. Stay over the right leg, and this does go all the way down. I'll talk about that after a minute. Step out to the left. This hand turns over and comes up. Right hand, 2 fingers, 1, 2. Shift a little bit to the back, bring the left foot front, step. Bong chuan, step, pao chuan. Hang on a second. Alright, this says it's fine, this says it's not. I'm going to check something here real quick. I'm checking my modem out there to see if there's some issue with the internet connection, and I didn't see anything in particular. I'm getting a message over here that the video is not so great. Same thing over here. Pretty sure I know what's going on. There's an automated process that's running in the background that's taking my bandwidth. And if I stop now, it will just restart itself. I've tried a couple of times to shut it down. And I can't get better bandwidth, unfortunately. So, yeah, there's that. Anyway, hang on a second. Alright, well, it may have, that may have worked, at least temporarily. Let me finish class while I got a good connection. The series that we're working on this week, right? Twirling Snake, snake sticks out its tongue, bone twine, and tiger. We're going to work on tiger. As we step up here, 1, 2, bung chuan, pao chuan. Right here, shift back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Tiger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. I'm bringing my foot up a little more than I should. I want to use, I'm trying not to use my abs so much to bring the leg up, all right? So a little bit more than I should, but it's okay because we do have that idea in this move. That it's not absent. Knee, ankle, groin, hip, ouch. Depends on what your opportunity happens to be, how strong your leg is, and what distance you are covering. If you are close in, do not do this. If you are close in, do not do that. This is good, but don't try and bring the whole leg up if you're doing some close in thing, and let it bring the leg up here. Yeah, that's good. Bring the leg down here. That's fine. Don't try and extend the leg if you're close in. Doesn't make sense. It's not going to help you. It could get you in trouble. As we step back, so I'm here, step in, bung chuan, pao chuan. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shift back, shift forward. This fist comes up and out at the nose level. Circle around and down. Let me go from here. Pao chuan, left foot front, right fist up, left fist out. Shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? Pao chuan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm having trouble slowing this one down. It'll be all right in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and keep going this way for just a second because it's going to help me to make sure that the series is more correct. All right? So, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, got the counts that time. And I'm going to call this out because it does something, it shows you something that is of great value in paying attention to what you're doing in any art, in any move, as well as this form in particular. All right, I'm here. I ended up a little bit off balance. I'm going to do it again. Pao chuan. Not off balance that time. That's it, do that. Go ahead, do that. Now wait. Go ahead. No. No. How about the one over here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Huh? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one? You can do that one, I bet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Adding. That's each move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For tiger. Walk through it. Understand each of those moves. What am I doing in each of those moves? Where am I? Where did I come from? Where did I go? How did I get started? I'm here. Pao chuan, shift back. Open hands. Lao Hu Xi Lian. Tiger washing its face is the name of this move. Lao Hu Xi Lian. Watch cat wash its face. I do. That's what they do. They do that. Starts from the base of the spine. The shoulders have to stay down and the arms need to work from here. The arms don't work from here. To do this move reasonably well, this part of the bag has to be open and connected to your arms. Make it work. Waist needs to move as well. Mine is not moving quite as much as it normally would because I still have my injury. It's getting better though. It's getting better. 2-3 more weeks, I'm still going to have to pay attention to it, but I'm going to be back to 98% in about 2 weeks, so getting better. All right, as we pay attention to these new moves this week, this idea of using the waist to turn the arms, okay? You see a cat washing its face, the whole back moves. The whole back of the cat moves. It's not just the front paws, it's the whole cat, right? That idea goes behind what we're doing here. The step through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That step through. This move, 1. What is this? What am I doing here? 1. I shifted my weight, opened my hands, dropped my shoulder, brought my front hand in, and readied my lower hand, my front hand, readied my lower hand to come around. Doing that slowly gives me the opportunity to understand what my body mechanics are, exactly what I'm doing, and to be able to hit that mark 1 each time. The better I get at that, the easier it is to speed it up. So it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Different count. Give it a try. Change your count. See what happens. If you are not moving with good coordination, if you are not anticipating what you're going to do next, if you are not ready for it, you can't speed it up. It won't work. It will look faster, but the precision that we're looking for, combined with the speed, won't be there. It'll be mush. The emphasis will be missing. And if you notice that last set, the very last move, took me almost as long to do that last move and to set up for it as it did to do all the other moves that came before. I could have done that differently as well. And it does keep going. We have a few more moves to go, so I could have, just kept going. I didn't. This kind of practice, this is the physical practice, this is the analysis, part of the analysis of the movement, this is what we're going to pay attention to more tomorrow, and how these movements break down in accord with what we're doing in this part of the form. So we have Twirling Snake, snake sticks out its tongue, bone chuan, pao chuan, tiger washing its face. I'll be back tomorrow with more of this. This is it for this week. I am, like I said, looking at the end of this month, beginning of next month, to transition this class to Bagua. We'll be finishing this form, and like I said, I know it's going fast. There will be more of this, more like this. I'll come back to Xingyi later, so not to worry about it. It's not going away. It's that right now I'm only presenting 1 hour, 5 days a week, and I have to pick and choose. So I'm going to pick and choose. We're going to finish this, and we're going to start Bagua. Thursday and Friday I'm going to keep with Qigong. I may make some changes on the way that I'm presenting, but not anytime soon, so that I'm going to continue with what I've been doing there. I hope you'll join me tomorrow. We'll do some more analysis on these particular moves. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it.